Hello and welcome to FC Reviews, where today I'm going to be reviewing this Android head unit. I'm going to go over the pros, the cons, the features, etc. And of course, I will leave the link in the description below of where to purchase this unit. Let's start with the basics, the audio. So, like any traditional radio, this head unit has, of course, AM, FM. Here you can adjust the radio stations manually if you choose to do so. It has about 18 presets, so you can go here from 1 and all the way across. I don't have that many stations, I only have a few, so that's a little overkill for me, but it has them. 18 presets. It will give you the name of the song that's currently playing. This you disable stereo. Of course, you can go to AM, FM1, FM2, FM3, and that's pretty much. This is the radio screen. Here you can seek. So if you're driving along in a place that you don't know what's going on, you can start skipping to find the next radio, the next available station. And as you can see, it found a radio station, and it tells you the name of the album, it shows you song information, you can go on and so on in that nature. Overall, I'm very pleased with the unit. I got the unit in about, I would say, the beginning of the year, and so far so good. Like everything, it's not perfect. There's a couple of things here and there that I wish it did, and things that are not working, which I'm going to go over later on in a little bit more detail. Now let's go over the features. So this unit is an Android head unit. Like I mentioned before, it's running Android version 10.0. It's a 9-inch screen, so as you can see, it's pretty big. And this radio is currently installed in my 2009 Hyundai Elantra sedan. My car is 11 years old. It's my daily driver. I drive this car, pretty much everywhere. And I was looking for a way to add modern technology to my, old car. I wanted Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, of course, backup camera, navigation, and all those fun features that you normally find in a more modern vehicle or a current car. So this is the best solution for folks who are looking to upgrade their car without going out and buying a car. This is the fastest and easiest way to get your car up to speed and modernize with current stuff. So let's go over the basic features that it has. I will start with, of course, navigation, which has built-in hard drive navigation. Of course, you can point, you can zoom in, you can zoom out. The graphics is pretty good. This radio is about the resolution is 720p, which is pretty high and decent. Right now it's in 3D mode. You can click on this little magnifying glass. You can go to 2D, and it will start zooming out and going into 2D mode, as you can see. I prefer 3D. I think it's a little cooler. It kind of gives you a bird's eye view of the coming streets and everything, and the next roads. When you're in navigation mode, it tells you the next coming highway and exit sign and things of that nature. Moving on. Right now, this is the home screen of the unit. So this will always show you the date and time. And if you click on the actual time, it goes into the clock, where you can set up an alarm, clock, timer, stopwatch, etc. And you can go back. These are the navigation buttons right here. So power, home, back, volume up, volume down. The microphone is actually built in is right here. Here it will show you your current preset that you have set up on your current presets radio station, excuse me. So you can navigate to your presets, keep pressing until you find your desired station. Also, the radio has Bluetooth, like I mentioned. So this is the Bluetooth screen, and you can connect your devices. So once you do, you have a traditional dialer, your contacts, your pickup phone, and then you can pick up here, hang up, set up the Bluetooth, etc. And here is Bluetooth streaming for music. So it will play whatever song you have on your radio, whatever song you have in your phone, it will play it. So you hit play, and right now it's playing. You guys can hear it, but it's playing. So it's playing. I don't want to get sued. And you can skip. So you can go right here. You can skip whatever song you have on your phone. It will keep playing here. Of course, you can pause it. Because it's a Android head unit, this is basically a connected device. So what does that mean, a connected device? Well, if you have a mobile hotspot in your car, or your own personal mobile hotspot that you're paying extra for on your wireless plan, you can go on the internet with this radio. So right now I have it paired with my home Wi-Fi, so that's with the little signal here. So you can actually go and open Google Chrome, and you have a full browser just like you do on a phone. You can browse the internet. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You can make reservations the same as you would on a phone. You can do here, because it's basically a glorified Android tablet. If you go back to the home screen, I will show you guys. You can also go to, of course, YouTube, and you can play videos just like you do on your phone. And as you can see, yours truly, and the resolution is pretty good. Like I said, it's 720p, high definition. It's very, very clear, crisp and clear. And it will, do a surround sound depending on what kind of radio you have, what kind of system you have in your car. Overall sound is actually pretty good. The sound quality is pretty good. I was very impressed and surprised, being an aftermarket, Chinese made radio. I didn't think anything of it in the beginning, but as you can see, the images is very crisp and clear. So moving on to the next screen, this also gives you the capability, if you can purchase an accessory item, that if your car doesn't have tire pressure monitoring system, you can just add the adapters on each wheel and the little module and connect it to the back of the radio, and press on this, and it will show you each individual tire pressure and temperature of your car, which is pretty cool. And typically you find these type of features and functions in really modern cars and really high-end vehicles. Not all cars have this, which I wish they would have it. I think it's a very important piece of information to have. It's very vital. Instead of giving you that stupid idiot light that turns on in the dashboard showing you, oh, your tire is low, but then you have to go out on a wild goose chase outside your car to find out which tire it is. And quite frankly, I don't want to be doing this in the middle of a rainstorm, or if it's snowing, go out and start seeing which was the tire that's low. I'd rather have this. It tells you exactly which tire it is. Oh, tire front right. Oh, okay, there you go. And then you go and you can see that it's low, and it'll give you the readout, and you know exactly what you're looking for, instead of the little dumb idiot light that comes on your dashboard. Most cars have this standard from 2008 and above. 2008 to now, the federal government made tire pressure monitoring system standard on every vehicle as a safety feature, along with, just in case you guys didn't know, traction control is also a mandated federal safety device that's standard on every car 2008 and above. So moving on, the radio of course has applications that you can download from the Play Store market. So You go on the next screen, you go to the Play Store, and you can download anything you want here. You can rent movies, you can download applications, just like a tablet and just like your phone does, which is pretty neat. It's a pretty cool feature to have, especially if you have little ones in the car while you're parked. You could download little games for them, little activities, and they can actually be entertained while you're sitting in your car. Let's go to the next step. What else here? Oh, of course, this is the crowd favorite. Because you could download applications, of course you could download Waze, and it will work exactly like it does on the phone. It will tell you where the cops are, accidents, etc. It works exactly like your phone does, which is pretty cool, if I gotta say. It has helped me a lot, because especially driving to work, I can just plug this in, set up my Bluetooth, set up my mobile hotspot on my phone, and because it's like a tablet, it will connect to the Wi-Fi and it will continue working, and give you live data. You could say, of course, you could press on this little microphone and the Google Assistant will come up, and you can ask it anything for directions, ATM, I need gas, etc. And it behaves just like traditional Waze. It also has Google Maps, which you can see here, and you can type in Google Map searches as well. You can search just like traditional Google Maps. Pandora, Spotify. You could download iHeartRadio. You could download a large number of applications and programs that you have on a traditional phone. Another very cool feature that this has is if you have an adapter, a Bluetooth adapter, which looks like this particular device, you can plug it into your car's diagnostic port, which in my particular case is down here. I'll plug it back in now in a second. So plug it in right here, and if I click on this application here called Torque, now where the magic happens, and now it's actually talking to my car. So it gives you live data, so the RPM right here, it gives you the speed, it gives you the outside temperature, coolant temperature, voltage, and miles per gallon. And these gauges are completely configurable. You can do any kind of gauges that you want to see. Another cool feature about this application is you can scan for codes. If you have a check engine light in your car and you're like, oh my god, what is this, what's going on, you can just simply launch this application and click on fault codes, and then tap on this giant magnifying glass, and the system automatically starts scanning for codes, and it will give you all the codes here, and then you don't have to guess what's wrong with your car. I think it's a very useful feature. It's pretty cool. It works well on the phone as well, and of course, being that this is an Android unit, like I mentioned before, it's pretty cool to have it here, especially in the car. This here is when you have steering wheel mounted controls. You can click on the buttons here, and you can program the buttons so they can work: volume up, down, track forward, track back, mode, etc. Those are one of the things that I want to mention in a little later in the video, of the pros and the cons of this unit. Okay, let's move on. And let's see here. Of course, you can't forget the most important part, the audio, because that's what you want a radio for, a modern radio. I gotta say, the audio is pretty good. It's not bad. It has an amplifier. It has a 10-channel equalizer here, so you can control every single piece of the equalizer. It has built-in presets, so rock, pop, classical, etc. And you can of course turn on loudness. Over here you could do fader, so you could do only driver, You could do only front or only rear, or all. A very feature-packed radio. Um, so far, so good. In terms of the features and what it does and things of that nature. All right, so now let's go over the bad things that I'm not too pleased with. Unfortunately, when I installed this unit, I lost the steering wheel mounted steering wheel mounted audio controls. So unfortunately, I can't raise and lower the volume on from the steering wheel, which is a little bummer. I'm not really pleased with this little plus and minus volume controls here. I wish it had an actual knob, instead, because this is a little weird and cumbersome, especially when you're driving and when it's not working on the steering wheel. You have to do this little, you have to hold on, and it's not very intuitive to use, and because it's touch sensitive, you have no idea what's up or what's down. So I think that's a bad design. And they have different designs. They have different models of radios, of course. For my particular car, this is the only model that they had available, which this particular unit came as you guys see it. The entire dash kit came as one piece, which is color coded to the car to the best of their ability, because it's not exactly the same color, but it's an 11-year-old car. Who cares? I'm not gonna nitpick the color to be exactly the same, because oh my god, I would die if it's not the same color. Anyway, it overall looks pretty good. I like the fact that it's very nicely integrated into the car. Of course, the radio has backup camera with trajectory lines. They don't move because it doesn't have that capability, but it gives you a clear picture, and this image quality will change depending on the camera. The camera did not come with the radio. I had an older camera that I purchased a long time ago, basically as long as a car. So I bought this camera 11 years ago, and it still works. Overall, it does the job. It works well. Also at night, it shows a clear picture at night as well, and I'm happy with it. Overall, it's a good radio. It's a good system. It has, of course, its bugs here and there. It's not by no means perfect, but I'm very pleased with it and happy with this purchase. It made my 11-year-old car modern by adding these modern techs into my 11-year-old car. I hope you guys like this video. Maybe I went on a little too much. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will try to keep a schedule of trying to have a video at least once a week, especially once of every Friday. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a good day.